In conclusion, she indicated, whatever change in man, whatever phenomenon, physical, chemical, biological, social, political, religious, etc., persists without end in the majestic archive of past time or the fifth dimension, everything is preserved, even the most insignificant movement. You can't imagine the fifth dimension, she said upon observing my thoughts, as a library bookcase or a museum where your body and things pertaining to the present moment are stored in sterile containers. No, the cosmos functions as a living and everlasting storehouse. The universe consists in the perpetual existence of all creatures, absolutely all. Remember that space and time go together. However, I protested, because of assimilation, new matter is incorporated into the organism, which replaces dissimilated matter. The latter is then excreted, and I am seeing my complete body as a child's. It is that dissimilated material is excreted in the present moment, but not when it was living matter. Realize that every space time preserves the phenomenon in the instant it occurs. The great objective reality is different from the evidence you perceive at first glance in the present moment. For example, she explained, noting my difficulty in understanding, the epidermal cells which died on Tuesday were alive on Monday, and as such will always remain alive. Since everything lasts forever, the cells of Monday and Tuesday, and these at every moment of life, last forever. Observe that the acts of existence were sequential, not simultaneous. Accordingly, it is possible to distinguish them and arrange them according to the clock and calendar. Moreover, in eternal objective reality, the matter energy biology of the human being exists together. But this does not happen in the same space-time, but in a series of innumerable successive space-times. I was telling you, she continued, that time apart from events has no objective reality. Every instant joins the matter energy of every corporeal being, so that the acts of existence are accomplished. Therefore, a being with its matter, energy, and space, along with that precise moment, form an inseparable whole. Consequently, don't separate something from its past time. Every being is made up of the total of the space-times, corresponding to the acts of its existence from its beginning. Then I said to her, I exist and I am only one person with a complete body, formed by an innumerable number of existential acts, which I completed in so many other spacetimes. My organism is multiple, not only because it is the totality of my stages as a fetus, child, adolescent, adult, and elderly person, but above all, because I am the sum of an infinity of vital acts, and every act of my existence conserves the matter, energy, space, and time in which the existential act was done. Every present moment exhibits nothing more than an instantaneous balance of my being. Accordingly, I am a monstrous giant. It is true that you are a giant in objective reality. However, you are not monstrous, because your acts of existence, just as the space-times which conserve them, were successive, not simultaneous. Your actions of July 31st and those of August 1st separately exist. They don't happen on the same day. Now I'm beginning to understand the simile of the deck of cards. Every act of my existence is as an indestructible card in an enormous deck of cards of my life. Yes, it is so. Your entire organism entered existence with only one spiritual soul and one cellular egg. Your individual being was constituted in this fashion, but cellular reproduction began. You took possession of matter and energy. You became an embryo and you developed. You organized biologically without conscious awareness and you were born. Afterwards, the life processes, especially assimilation and dissimilation, replaced your atoms little by little. However, she emphasized, this replacement of matter energy, as with cells and tissues, is purely subjective, associated with the state of the traveler with respect to his consciousness being bound to the present moment. I think the replacement is very objective. No, it is that you judge everything that happens with respect to the actual instant. In eternal objective reality, metabolism does not exist, at least not as it is biologically perceived. Organic matter is not eliminated completely. I told you that what is dissimilated in a given moment was living and assimilated just a moment before. And what lives and is assimilated remains forever, because every completely existential act, along with its space time, lasts forever. Yes, but it corresponds to the act of existence in the actual moment and nothing else. It does not signify a loss to the total organism. The idea that your matter energy has changed several times in the course of your life is a mistaken notion, mistaken from the viewpoint of created eternity, not in relation to the present moment. This change is an illusion. In eternal objective reality, you are always in an accumulative enrichment process. It is only that such richness is not found in the present moment, but only in the fifth dimension. Understand well, she asserted, that biologically, judged from the viewpoint of the actual instant, the matter of your body had changed about 8 times during your life. But from the perspective of created eternity, you have not made any exchange, but you have collected matter energy in your entire body. But I see in your mind, tenderly loved told me with a resigned tone, that it is very difficult for you to abstract the idea that beings are eternal. It is that everything you think in the perspective it is that everything you think is in the perspective of normal terrestrial time. Force yourself. Your integral body, not only the one you possess today, remains intact in the majestical storehouse of past time. I am sorry, tenderly loved. I am very dense. Don't worry, she told me lovingly. These problems happen to all of us. However, you do not need to know the essence of time nor created eternity for your salvation. Faith and works of charity are enough for you. But I maintain that the human soul remains united to its total organism, the biological body of the organism, the fetus, baby, child, adolescent, youth, adult, and elderly person. What took place was not annihilated, but exists eternally in the space time which maintains the act of existence.